Peace and love. Peace and love before we get started. Take about 5 minutes before we get started. Five minutes. We'll get started. So today is important. This is important because we're going to talk about some things. The very important thing we're going to talk about the most is a couple of things. But people are comparing Trump to King Osiris, the king that let quote-unquote Israel go from slavery, although I'm not saying he might not put anything in place, but he did recognize some things already. And I'm still not saying the guy's a good guy, although I have to admit the guy's doing a lot of good things, but you can't trust him. And some folks are comparing him to Harris. King Harris gave the people everything they wanted, and that seems to be what Trump is doing. But it's a setup to basically be like, once you get everything you want, and he takes everything away that you don't want, because you didn't want it, so you said, we want it gone, and he does it, they're going to ramp up so many diseases to the point that y'all are going to beg for everything he took you out of back. He gave y'all freedom to move towards giving our people freedom as well. That's why folks are pointing to President Osiris of Egypt, because he actually moved in the same direction that Trump is doing now. But y'all gonna beg for him to put you right back in it, which means that either we may get, y'all can go free, give y'all land back, or he may stop doing it and they say psych, and Elon Musk gets in there. If you didn't know, Elon Musk did a Hitler thing, and Elon Musk is very much on Trump's campaign. We got this LBC TV show talking about some of the things Trump did, and they said, all that Hitler stuff, Hitler stuff that Elon Musk did, it was not by mistake. They said it was all intentional. What this means, now Trump's going to get the digital thing in place, everything in place Trump is going to do. He's going to give everything you want, take away the stuff that you said you don't want. They're going to put 10 diseases on the earth, real diseases that they made, y'all. People going to be falling out left and right to the left, one fall, another fall. Going like, damn, how the fuck 30 motherfuckers down my neighborhood? And there's only like 4% neighborhood down. That's the shit y'all going to be thinking. And y'all going to beg for him to put you right back in the same shit he did. And just as he puts you right back in the same thing he took y'all out of, because this was going on, you got Elon Musk doing all these things, right? And then you got Trump, who made, which is a good thing, the federal government give everything to them as far as the dirty stuff they doing, which means they all going to jail, which means you're all going to get all this great technology, which you're going to get used to technology, which is going to program you to get used to technology. And then now you're going to start to accept the AI, which Elon Musk want. You will start to accept the brain chip, which Elon Musk want, and you will beg Trump, put us back in the shit. There's too many diseases. And Trump will say, okay, I'll give it to you. And with Trump giving you that, he's giving it to you as he goes out of office, and he steps down. He's out of office because it's time for him done 4 years. And then all of a sudden, bada boom, bada bang, Elon Musk slides right on it and says, psych, I got you. Elon Musk did a Hitler sign, y'all. You think I'm playing? I'm about to show y'all. Keep watching this whole entire flicks that I put together. If I have to explain, I will, but I don't think I have to. I think common sense, even somebody who's not woke, will see where this is all going. Okay? This can go all types of ways, y'all. And it may not be good for our people. That's the thing I'm telling you, because he might be like, yeah, y'all good. And they, oh no, people dying. I'm gonna put y'all back in the stuff like he took America out of a whole lot of fucked up shit. I'm being honest with y'all. He took this country out of all the fuckery. And this country's, when the disease are coming, they gonna beg to get put back in. And Trump's gonna say, I'll give you what you want, just like Harris the Great, who folks are comparing it to. This is gonna be after he says, as King Cyrus the Great, oh, let Israel go, man. Give the black folks all the stuff they supposed to have, man. He gonna say it and then switch it, because they're gonna be begging. Oh, I gotta take care of the people. And then he's gonna be stepping out of office as he does it, and then your man Elon Musk is gonna step right in this dictator world and say, "Psych, I got you. I got you." That's what he did. The whole Hitler thing. I got you. He even took around to President Trump. Yeah, buddy, we know where we headed. You do your thug dizzle. They gonna beg. You don't know it, Trump, but I know it. That's how Elon Musk is thinking. He's the fallen one. Who was Harris the Great? Harris the Great was a king that get what they want, to the point that they let a thief go and kill somebody, but they try to make a big deal of it. We ain't gonna go with that though. But you get the point. Who's King Cyrus? Cyrus is a king that let the so-called black people, okay, and we ain't gonna use Israel because that's what they want you to use, free. He says, y'all go. He was a Nephilim giant with wings. This is what people are comparing Trump to as well. I got pictures. Let's keep going. Hold on. I'm gonna get my face off the screen. I'm gonna leave the music rolling so it'll be boring. Please listen to some of this video. I will scroll through, and you will see and get to the end of it, that you will see that this literally can go anyway. And I'll be watching all this stuff close, because it does seem like what I was saying before, give you everything you want like King Harris. And I thought he was gonna just take it from y'all, but it seems like that he got it set up to where y'all gonna beg him like a savior, and he's gonna give it all back, the stuff y'all didn't want, after how he took the stuff y'all didn't want. He's gonna put y'all right back in it because y'all gonna beg for it. And then he's gonna be going out of office anyway, and Elon Musk gonna step in and say, I got you. You asked for it, I'm gonna give it to you. And a lot of folks are saying Elon Musk is a robot, AI robot. So shit. And then he's gonna put all that stuff that Elon Musk wants in already. He's gonna do it. That's the bad part about Trump. He's gonna put the digital currency in, and the other thing in, the 1 week serving law of the devil. The Sabbath of the devil, because the Sabbath is for the devil. It's never made for no God. And anything that is supposed to be all high and mighty understands what it is, understands that it is the creator of all, that it is us and we are it. They wouldn't ask you for a day of rest. The day of rest was given by the fallen ones to tell you to sit your ass down and count my gold, motherfucker, since you complain about us slaving you and us pimping you out to dig my gold, since I sit up there and broke into your planet, nigga, and took all your shit. And now you bitching? Here, take Saint off and count my gold that we made you dig. Look this shit up. That's what the Saturday Sabbath is about. Look this shit up. You'd be surprised. The Saturday Sabbath is about you fucking taking the rest for the devil. Many of you don't want to hear it because you stuck in that Israelite religion, don't realize that you are serving the devil by doing the Sabbath. That's why I don't do none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. So let's go ahead and play this. I want y'all to, I really want y'all to please pay attention to the video and understand what you're seeing now. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Let me go ahead and get my face off this. I want y'all to fucking pay attention.
What I thought were underlying massive system crises that are now kind of just taking off and that aren't resolved. So obviously we had the 2008 crash. And I was strongly of the belief that that was intertwined with a lot of complex issues around the way capitalism works, the way our economy is so dependent on fossil fuels, the fact that fossil fuels are going through actually an economic depletion that many people don't understand, and that's driving inflation. So I was looking at this stuff and I was thinking, if we don't do something about these underlying issues and really change the way the system works, that's going to mean that there's this underlying body of resentment that we're seeing seeds of is going to get worse, and people are going to start looking for answers outside of the norm when they see that the liberal paradigm hasn't worked. And so I was of the view that I think I said something like, without a major systemic transformation, I can see over 15 years this is what would happen. And the thing is, when I wrote that, I didn't actually think that scenario would then happen. I was hoping that by putting forward a forecast like that we would have a little bit more sense. We would have people looking at what was going on. We would people, looking at the way the far right is working, saying, actually, we're going to do stuff. We're going to change stuff, and that won't happen. That worst case scenario wouldn't happen.
So to tie it in with my introduction, it was the fact that the planets were aligning in a new and unprecedented way that gives a new impetus to the ancient and well-trodden hatreds that inform much far-right rhetoric. So it was almost creating an opportunity. Circumstances, whether economic or social, were creating opportunities.
That's right.
For the far-right. And historically, that's always been the case, whether it's, recessions and refugee crises or whatever it is, but this is bigger than that and more far-reaching. So we fast forward 15 years to the new book, Alt-Right, which it then looks back over 100 years, and you're identifying essentially a loose collaboration between American, British, and European extremists inspired by Nazi eugenics. What else do they have in common?
So this is what I found really extraordinary. Even when I've been tracking these groups for the last 15 years. And even as someone looking at them, it's often difficult to see how they piece together. But when I wrote the book, it became really clear. And I don't want to say that this is a homogeneous network. Of course it's not. Not everyone who is right-wing or even far-right is necessarily a Nazi or pro-Nazi or whatever. But
those salutes are a bit of a clue.
Well, I think that's the thing. I don't think it's an accident that we saw that.
No.
I actually think this is the result of a very alarming trend. And there has been a deliberate strategy by people who are Nazi sympathizers to attempt to normalize and sanitize Nazi ideology within the bowels of the center-right. And they have deliberately tried to do that. And I think the book kind of traces that process over the last 100 years. And some of the
So Hitler, I almost called it damn dude Hitler. So Elon Musk did the Nazi symbol to the president and to the people right after during the inauguration. And that was not by mistake. So the AI robot, I thought he was reptilian, but I stand corrected. Okay, listen, I'm not always right. You can do all the research you want. You ain't always going to be right. Hey, as long as I'm mostly right, I'm doing a good job. So hey, brother, I ain't gonna say your name. You don't like me saying your name, but it seems like you was right. He's looking more and more like a robot to me. And Elon Musk, the AI robot, is a sympathist for the Nazis. So he's throwing around Hitler signs because he wants to bring back Nazi. He wants to out Hitler. I told y'all, man, that was a long time ago. I told y'all a long time ago they was going to out Hitler. Remember I told y'all that? This is crazy. So these guys are the LBC TV shows talking about how, that wasn't a mistake with Elon Musk. Elon Musk did that on purpose. Y'all don't realize it. They saying, we about to go into a crazy time. Elon Musk is doing Hitler symbols. Elon Musk is all in Trump's earlobe. This one. Watch this. Watch he do the Hitler sign twice. He gonna pull off the Hitler sign twice. And the reason I'm showing this because I want y'all to see it. I don't want y'all to think I'm BSing, feeding y'all malarkey. So what's that mean? Where's the think this country's heading to? Because Trump's fixing everything up. He may be giving y'all everything y'all want now. And then when the people put all the CDC, because he's taking y'all away from them, but that don't mean they're not operational. If he's taking y'all out of the system where they can't say you got to do this, because now they can't say you have to do anything. This is what Trump took y'all from. Let me get you away from all these bad things. Let me get you away from the federal government. Let me get you away from all this, because none of you guys care about y'all. That's what Trump really did for y'all. Think about that. That's a big deal. But he don't control CDC. He don't control these places that's gonna do the bad stuff. They still gonna keep putting diseases out. And if Trump sits back, yeah, the CDC ain't fucking with y'all no more, man. I'm looking good. I'm looking hip. I'm New Yorker. Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah, you know, Trump. What y'all gonna do when the disease start coming from foreign? Y'all gonna say, Trump, I know you rescued us from those terrible people, but please put us back in that power. Because my cousin, my uncle, and Johnny died, and Bill and fucking Bob, and Rafus, and what they died from this new fucking thing that just came out. I don't know where the fuck this shit came from. Trump, I don't know where the fuck this shit came from. Because sometimes that cousin's oblivious if you didn't know. But I guarantee Elon Musk knows all about it. If that's the case, they informed Elon Musk. Elon Musk is Trump's caretaker. He's telling Trump what to do, how to do it. He's making deals with Trump. Trump's a businessman and Trump's going for it. I can guarantee it. And then y'all going, please put us back underneath their thumb. Because my cousin Ray died. My cousin Bistro. My cousin this. My auntie. My niece. My grandma. My this. My that. And he going to say, yeah, well, we already showed them all technology, right? Because the federal government had to lose all this technology. So you're giving these guys their flying cars, right? Yeah, Trump gonna give you all flying cars. Okay, you giving them this. Elon Musk gonna ask him. Yeah, Elon Musk gonna say you giving them that technology. Yeah, so you give them everything, right? Yeah, so they're 100 years ahead now. Yeah, okay, no 100 years. Nowadays, so you start technology, they'll accept my brain chip. They might. Yeah, Trump, they will. I need you to put this somebody in term like you promised. Oh, I will, Elon Musk, I will, because that's what he's gonna do. And then fucking. Y'all going, oh, please put us back under the thumb of these people who tried to make us take this and do that because we're scared of diseases that's coming that they made up that you know nothing about, or maybe you know about it, you ain't telling us about it. And he's going to say, okay, people, that's what you want. We ain't forcing you. I wouldn't let them force you. Remember, I told you I wouldn't let them force you because Harris didn't wouldn't let them force you, but King Harris got down with it eventually too when y'all begged them, right? Just like when they said they wanted to kill somebody when you saying the name and let a thief go, we're not going with that story, but you understand. He did what they wanted regardless how wrong it was, right? Same thing Trump gonna do. And then what's gonna happen? He gonna put you underneath the thumb as he's going to office, as he's stepping out of office. Here come Elon, AI robot Musk. And he gonna tune you all up so good. Psych, oh, take that away from you. Psych, take that away. Psych, take that away. Oh, under the thumb, y'all have to get this. Y'all have to get my chip or y'all die. Guillotine. Y'all have to do this Sunday or Saturday worship for the devil, because the Sabbath is for the devil. And since I'm the AI robot that's making y'all serve the devil, y'all gonna do that or we're gonna lock y'all up. Because Trump gave me all power and I rule the world now. Because y'all thought he was trying to save y'all. He did a lot of good stuff to trick y'all, just so I can verse it and say, psych, I got you. Now watch the Hitler. Watch the Hitler movie, Pool. You think I'm playing? This is where we're headed, yo. And it's just Trump do like King Cyrus the Great, who was a fallen one, lets all of the Israelites, the black folks go, right? As he's stepping out of office, Elon Musk gonna say, psych, y'all got to take that same brain chip too. There's a reason why they said get out the cities. Y'all got to take that too. Fuck what Trump said, I'm in charge now, baby. Y'all gonna do what the AI robot Elon Musk want y'all to do now. And either you gonna get the fuck out, or you should be already out the city. Because you in the city by the time he gets in there, it's too late, bro. It's too late. It will be too late. Let me get my face off the screen. Pay attention to this.
It really matters. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. Say thank you for making it happen. 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 Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
Elon Musk's daughter, Vivian Wilson, is seemingly calling out her father for a gesture.
I heard somebody. Brother, I don't give them any power that they don't have. The fact is that they've been doing stuff and their daddy has told them they have power and they have no power. You know that. And you know they're going to keep doing it. They're doing. The fact that you actually use the name Yah, You're giving them power because name y'all is actually part of the devil's name. Get rid of that name that's off your thing, dude, because you're giving them power. I don't call names. I don't have the names on my set. I don't pray to my own subject, but I know that we exist because we exist. We are the energy that is in the great so-called heavens, which is really, if they want to call deep space or the ether, which is the light, the life source, okay, the ether source, the God source. We use that word G because it's pagan, because God means devil. It's the source that we come from. It's our home. That is us all as one. Divide ourselves, rules and numbers, which means that we are. I don't use those names in terms of titles because I know that it's pagan. Everything's not predictable to the ones who are asleep, brother. So you can say that what you want, but you got to realize everything's not predictable to the ones who are asleep. You probably can see what I'm showing, but the ones who can't see, can't see. And they need somebody to tell them this. This is why brothers had to pull me aside and talk to me and give me a talk to for saying some of the things you saying right now because I was wrong just like you wrong right now. So anyways, I already knew a lot of this stuff, so I don't even know why you even talking to me. Just be quiet and watch the video, get off my channel. I'm not even going to be nice to you because you actually irritate me by you coming saying something you shouldn't be doing, but you got named Yon in your name 3 times. Yeah, okay. You know what? This is what we do to folks who serve the devil on my channel. We banned them from my channel. Goodbye, buddy. I'm not going to be nice to y'all when y'all do stupid shit like that. I'm just going to get rid of y'all. Just like everybody keep telling me to do. Everybody keeps saying when they come with this, get rid of y'all. Banned. Bye. No more on my channel. You're banned from saying anything on my channel. Watch and be quiet. I'm going to do y'all like everybody's telling me y'all should be doing y'all when y'all come up here saying that bullshit I got no business saying. Now, anyways, you probably an AI robot anyway. Mad that I'm telling the truth. So let's get to it. Keep watching. Now, he said it there and did the Hitler thing to the people and to the president. The daughter is so disgusted that she got up there and said something, and she should.
He did while speaking to a group of Trump supporters, calling out her father for a gesture he did while speaking to a group of Trump supporters, seemingly calling out her father for a gesture he did while speaking to a group of Trump supporters at festivities on Inauguration Day. The moment came from the Tesla CEO on Monday. After speaking to the crowd, he forcefully brought his hand to his chest and then raised it. The CEO turned around and did it a second time, despite him saying immediately after, quote, "My heart goes out to you." Many have been likening the motion to a Nazi salute. Meanwhile, others have defended the tech executive, including the
They defended the tech executives because they know they're headed to the Nazi party because that's what this country really wants. So you, because they're going to hand it over to Elon Musk, whether Trump knows or don't know, we'll find out. But it doesn't matter. As much Trump is good is going to do, he's going to sit up there and give it to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to tell you psych, and it's going to be on like cherry popcorn, and you're going to be sitting there saying, what the fuck? Trump can sit up there and say, yeah, free all the black folks. Let them go. Give them their land back. Let them go over there, Utah. Let them go over there, over here, and over there. Give them all their stuff back. And he get in there and say, psych. Then they say the king would make a deal with Israel. We ain't going to sit up, and I don't want to say deal, but for sake conversation, we'll say sacrifice. We know sacrifice is pagan. You know they speak in code. In other words, they will give Israel what they want, right? And Israel, of course, the pagan word, so we're using that word, but for sake conversation so you understand, because I go by scriptures, right? They will give the people what they want. And then they will turn around and say, psych, this is the term that we're at, where you have King Cyrus, you have King Harris and Trump, right, who's a time traveler, giving your people everything they want. And is at the point he's already acknowledged all the black folks. He's already released a lot of our land, if you didn't know. And now he's getting ready to say, yo, the black folks, let the black folks go to the land. Probably 2, 3, 4 years from now, as he's stepping out of office. And he's going to let Elon Musk get right in as he handle everything he said from Elon Musk going to say, psych, and that's where the deal's going to get changed. And Elon Musk is going to sit on the throne and try to rule the world. And that's when our DEA will get activated. The ones who are doing what they need to do. But if you look at what's going on, we ain't too far off, man. You can see it. Think about it. The texts are defending him. Why? Because that's where they're heading, yo. That's where they're headed. Do we have somebody that's really still being stupid? Buddy, I know about the names. I don't research the names and everything. So now you're getting blocked because I ain't got time for folks who want to go worship. I keep telling y'all think I'm playing. So when y'all get taken off, matter of fact, I'll be nice this time because you don't want to see you speak. I understand that you want to speak your mess, but the fact is, it's not about my feelings. The fact is, if you still believe in serving something, you are still asleep. And this is a class of folks who actually are past that. So if you don't know, then just be quiet and shut the fuck up and listen. That by NX is a devil. And you put in your thing, which really pisses me off. Don't put anything on this channel anymore. Because if so, I will ban you. I'm letting you know that right now. So I remove your comment because obviously you must not know. Next time I will ban you. That's if anybody wants to be stupid and push some devil or some fallen ones, a Nephilim giant, and all these other Anunnaki demons. Y'all want to push that shit on my channel, you will get deleted and you will get banned. It ain't about feelings, it's about the fact that I know the facts. I don't prove the facts. And anybody watch my channel, so I know I proved it 1,000 times over to the point that there's no talking to me because the conversation was over 15, 20 years ago. It ain't about ego, it's about the fact that I know. So you can't come here and tell me anything that's going to be wrong because I have no problem cussing you the fuck out when I see that you don't fucking know. Because you're not going to listen to people that is learning and who's here to learn. Ain't about ego, it's about the fact I don't give a fuck if you're wrong to let you know you're wrong. I don't give a fuck about your feelings if you're wrong. You need to know you're wrong. It's called tough love, motherfucker. Mr. News always gave y'all tough love. I don't play those games. Y'all not going to sit up there and be setting no double on my time. If you're going to set a double on my time, then get the fuck off my time. And why somebody want to teach y'all to serve the double? Because you obviously watch me for a reason because I know more than all these motherfuckers y'all watching. And I've been told that way too many times. So don't come at me the wrong way, please. I'm being nice, and I ain't gotta be. So, anyways, out there fucking mind. Probably AI robot saying some bullshit. So, anyways, let's keep going. So his daughter's even getting on the fact that this dude's doing Hitler signs, and then the tech companies defend him. Why? Because they know that's where this is headed, bro. This is a play that they already spoke about. They went behind closed doors during their summits. My buddy talks about it all the time. The summit that they have, the great summit that they have all the time, and talk about how they gonna do you this way and do you that way and what they gonna do and make y'all do and try to make y'all and tell y'all got to do. All right, yeah, that's it. That's it. You're banned from now putting anything on the screen. Now you just have to sit and watch. So nobody's ever going to see your comment. I just banned you too from commenting on my channel ever again. I keep telling y'all, stop serving the devil. If you want to say the devil, go somewhere else and watch somebody who wants you to say the devil. Now I want y'all to chew the meat and spit out the bones. This King Cyrus, he had let the black folks go. Now you see as other countries have stopped to say, yeah, black folks, I'm using their terms for now. So I can meet folks where they at. I know everybody's not on a certain level, and I've been told way too many times that I can't be acting like folks already know this stuff. I may have a gift, and freaking, it is what it is, y'all. I'm not even going to sit there and talk about it anymore. People that watch me for all this long time, you already know. Can't nobody talk to me one-on-one, because if they do, I'll embarrass them with information. Ain't no conversation with them with somebody else. All right, let's get going. So Isaiah is going to talk about how King Cyrus, this guy will kind of give you an introduction. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to get over the thing. I just want you to hear the popular guy let you know. Here we go.
Come on in, have a seat. Chapter 45. So today is truly an amazing chapter, which I'll explain in a moment. We're going to read again about Cyrus, and let's revisit who he was real quick. Cyrus was a king who reigned over Persia between 539 through 530 BC. He was a pagan king, but he was very important to Jewish history because it was under his rule that Jews were first allowed to return to Israel after 70 years of captivity. But what makes this chapter truly incredible is the fact that the Lord revealed Cyrus's decree to free the Jews to Isaiah 150 years before Cyrus lived, even calling him by name in our chapter today, and gives exact details of what would happen and what did happen.
And this is just like the lady had a dream and a vision about Trump, and she called him Q before he ever became president. Just like the Simpsons said, on his TV show, The Simpsons showed that Trump become president. Long before he became president, he became president. Ain't this funny? Ain't this a solemnity on how this king, when he got in, King Cyrus said that, oh, this is going to be our golden age. He said the same thing. It's going to be our golden age. You know, King Cyrus said the same thing. They don't tell you everything he talked about. They do let you know that he decided to free the black folks, using their terms only because to beat y'all where y'all at, in case some of y'all are not where y'all should be at. Oh my God. Ain't nobody emotional. I don't care for dumb shit. If you ain't got nothing smart to say, nothing intelligent to say, then don't say it at all. Ain't about emotion. I just don't play games. I'm not one to play with. Get it? What's wrong with people, bro? Something wrong with y'all. Y'all be in y'all feelings when somebody tell y'all the truth. Go some thick skin. So anyways, you want to leave. You leave. Bye. Bye. Get lost. Okay. Okay, here we go. You want to call me names? You're bandit. Bye. So you're in your feelings because you're mad. Peace and love, family. We got a lot of AI robots and camps popping on the scene. I know. There's a lot of camps that's coming in and a lot of AI robots been popping on the scene. I don't know, so every time I sit there and break something down and hit to the core, and then they get mad and they interrupt my shit. That's why I started banning them, because if I wasn't going to ban them, I wasn't going to ban them until the class kept telling me to ban them. Okay? And this is the third time that somebody's done this. So now I'm going to start listening to y'all. When you tell me y'all talk about ban these people that come in here that don't know nothing, don't want to learn, and want to disrupt classes, and y'all said they're probably AI robots, and I can see that they're camps too, who are mad at me because they have been getting embarrassed on Facebook. That's another story, by the way. Okay? Because I have to make sure I put videos out on Facebook so that all their lives will be broken up, and a lot of these camps are taking a hit, so they're mad. I don't give a fuck. The truth got to come. It is what it is. Y'all, and they can say I swear like a seller, I got bad language. Listen, I trust somebody who swear like a seller before I trust somebody who speak 100% pure, clean language. Because I already know the person that's like so give their shirt off the back. The one that sit there and speaks so perfect is a motherfucker I can't trust. So let's keep going.
So think about that. Isaiah lived during the 7th century, and he knew this guy by name who wouldn't even be born for another 150 years after his death. We'll be reading an amazing prophecy of its time today. I'm very excited. Let's have a look. Thus says the Lord to Cyrus, his anointed. There you go. Whom I have taken by the right hand to subdue nations.
Now understand, hold on, because you gotta know that backwards psychology is book. Remember, the Bible is a coded book. If you have not read the Sumerian text, tablets, Emerald text, need some water. Okay, thank y'all. Let me take that drink of water. Fighting a little cold. So okay, Emerald text. And if you have not read books that cost $3,000 or more, or at least some books that cost a little less that tell you more, you're not done deep research, and you're not going to find everything in those books, by the way. God will do that, but you find an awful lot. But you can also go visit places. You can watch folks who does visit places, like freaking, what's home, Dan Calloway. Boom. You get some answers there. You can go visit them yourself. You can go online and look in dark places to find the truth sometimes. The truth is everywhere. It's up to you to find it. But the fact is, you read the King James Bible for what it says, how I say it, verbatim, you get tricked verbatim. And they'll be on you. Now, remember, thus says, we're not going to L, because L means who? The devil. So thus says, I sing in a dream. We're not going L. They put that there. 2, a king called what? Osiris. Taken by the right hand. To what? Subdue. Who? Nations. And they start falling before him. Isn't it funny how Trump, no disrespect, when I say this, y'all, because I know some of y'all actually loved Biden and some of y'all hated Biden, but there was a lot of surprisingly Biden and lovers and Harrison lovers. That shocked the shit out of me, but there was. So now, right? Trump is seen just like Osiris, y'all. But history repeats itself. This is why this book is important, because it repeats itself over and over again. Just you got to decode the book. All right, taken by the right hand. All right, so subdue nations. Right, when he subdue nations, it didn't mean war. Don't mean he may not go to war, because there's something else brewing that they ain't talked about yet. We'll get to that later on down the line. All right, but they all start falling at their knees, right? And that's what these guys are doing. China saying, yeah, you can jump off the healthcare thing. It's cool. Y'all ain't got to pay something, all this crazy big money anymore. We going to give y'all a discount. And gave them a hell of a discount. They bowed down to him. Didn't they bow down the last time? Didn't Russia, Putin, the last time Trump got in office, Putin and Russia was marching around the country talking about we're the best country in the world. Why? Because they had Trump as a business partner. Huh. What was Putin telling his folks? Don't worry, we ain't going to go to war. Because when Trump get in, we ain't got to worry about war, because Trump ain't going to do that shit. Trump got in, those guys are high-fiving and shaking hands, wasn't they? He invited Trump to his house to show him that the real people were black. We ain't go, I know the term is not right, but you know what I mean. We're not going to go with the term they use because it's pagan. All right? They were indigenous. These people are original beings. These people are originals. They're indigenous. Huh? He showed him this. Right? So they start bowing down. Now Russia's going through hell with their economy, and they asking Trump for help. I don't think Trump's going to help them, and that might cause a war. And I told y'all that something's brewing. Russia's about to split up in like 11 different countries. Just you heard it here first. You think I'm lying, but you heard it here first. All right. So what happened? Now Trump is seen just like this dude, right? And what's he doing? Spiritually subduing nations as they bow down and give him the discount so that he can give America what they want, right? And then what he do? He loosed the lions of the kings. What? Loose. Opened the doors. What? Before him. So the gates will not be shut. Why? Because he was letting out the so-called black people. He was giving the so-called black people their freedom and get rid of all the badness and the tyranny in that government, just like Trump is doing. But ho, don't be stupid, because Cyrus, as an Osiris, still found a way to make sure his children, the black Moors who are now white Moors, some of them and some are still black. Your presidents are Moors. If you didn't know, Trump is still a white Moor. That is the black bloodline of the black Moors, the white Moors. Some are white, some are black now. And what's going on with that? He made sure that they gained their power, that they kept the power that they were supposedly giving up. Huh? Ain't that what Trump gonna do? Y'all free, y'all go, y'all good, y'all got it. Y'all can run your own nation. Y'all can be sovereign. Hey, guess what? I release your land. Guess what? We recognize y'all people, because he did recognize that. He did release our land already, besides the ones they on. And y'all can go have it. That's the only thing he didn't say. Y'all can go get it. Y'all can start y'all shit. Y'all don't need us no more. Y'all can start y'all country. That's the only thing he ain't said yet, right? But when he says it, Elon Musk gonna come in and say, "Psych, I got you. I got you." Let's keep going. Hold on. Oh, they trying to. Okay, I'm about to say they tried to be on some shit. All right, now watch this. And we're gonna talk about it. Now, this the part, like we said. Cyrus made sure his people kept power after he so-called freed you, right? From slavery. They were black people. Oh, y'all didn't know that. They turned white. Trump is one of his bloodline. Oh, you didn't know that. So therefore, he's helped y'all. He tricked y'all. Trump is helping just to turn around and let Elon Musk trick y'all. He know Elon Musk gonna do. He's setting it up. He's the one pushing all the Bitcoin and everything in place. He promised Elon Musk he was gonna make sure by the time he was out of office, digital currency will be United States currency. It'll be a different Bitcoin than anything that's out there right now. He promised it. And Elon Musk is like Hitler. Do the Hitler sign to fucking Trump and Hitler sign to the crowd. Trump know where this is going. He gonna play nice and give you a little spice to take away your rights. And you're gonna be like, damn, man, you took away my rights, son. You took away this, son. I thought you was making deals, son. Nah, I was making plays so I could play and finesse the finesser. And therefore I finessed you. And I gave it to the one who gave me power and give it back to Elon robot that a devil spirit can jump into. Elon Musk AI robot, the spirit of the devil can jump in there and sit there and be like, yeah. And it looks like to me like it already did because he hit through and hit the signs twice. If you don't know, that's for the Nordic race. If you don't know where they are, look up Sir Pasa Antarctica. Look up Admiral Byrd.
Withdrawing from the World Health Organization, sir?
Ooh, that's a big one. So we paid $500 million to World Health when I was here, and I terminated it. China with 1.4 billion people. We have 350 to pay. We have, nobody knows what we have because so many people came in illegally, but let's say we have 325. They had 1.4 billion. They were paying 39 million. We were paying 500 million. It seemed a little unfair to me. So that wasn't the reason, but I dropped out.
And now China says, hey, you okay, cool, no problem. Let's give you a deal. Give them a major discount. And you're not under our thumb by doing this. That's what China said, right? He says, all right, cool. That's good for the American people. That's what they want. Anything y'all want, he's going to give it to you. Good or bad, he's going to hand it right to you. So soon as y'all see folks side down, because he don't control the CDC, y'all. You remember this. Just because he's making the federal government strip down and give y'all everything y'all ever wanted. And he's making them finally own up, and he's going to supposedly lock some people up and criminalize some people and throw them in jail. Supposedly he's going to do that. And he may do that only to make sure they have no power, because no one is going to oppose Elon Musk. When he gets in office, he's going to have all power. So, yeah, you got to take down certain powers to give sworn men all power. So, yeah, he may well throw all the federal government in jail and put another existing thing in, like he's already talking about doing now. And then that becomes a new government controlled by Elon Musk. Oh, man, y'all don't hear me. And then what happens? Elon Musk still don't be in there yet, so he still got to play nice because Trump going to play nice. See, Elon Musk is like Harris, giving everything y'all want. The late, great King Harris, who was white. Elon's just like the King Cyrus, who was the black Moor, who let black people go, right? But made sure his people, Trump, when his bloodline, stayed in power. Give you a little bit of love to sit up there. I wouldn't even call it love. He'll give you a little bit of fluff. Give you a little bit of fluff and make sure it's just enough so he can hit you on the other side to make sure it gets tough. You see what's going on? It's the bait and switch. Trump is giving y'all the bait and switch. You better stack your money while he's giving it to you good. Because when he sits up there and baits to switch you and has everything set up for Elon Musk, the AI robot, and he hands it over to the AI robot, Elon Musk says, I got you. The switch is on. And then what you going to do? Because Elon Musk going to say, now is gone, the last dawn. Remember, Trump is the dawn. Trump, now is gone, the last dawn. There's no dawn to help you. The dawn gave me all the power that I gave him. And now I'm about to say, psych, no more deals. Y'all black folks can't have y'all land. You black folks can't have it. You can't be sovereign. You other nations, yeah, y'all have to take this and take that and do this and do what we tell y'all. If there's a sickness out, you got to go to the hospital and do what we say. You got to take the chip. Oh, it's all digital currency because Trump did that his last year. because he promised me that he was going to do. Federal government or army can't save y'all because Elon Musk going to say he has all power because Trump is setting up to give him all power over the whole world. Who you going to sit there and ask to save you? Nobody. And you better not be praying to nobody asking for help because that person y'all been praying to don't want to help y'all, don't care about y'all because that's Trump and them's daddy. That's the devil. That's the one that invaded. The one that used the freaking nuclear missile to shoot all the asteroids out the habitable zone to hit all the planets to cause a disaster and claimed it was natural and then came down and tried to conquer you. And then we fought, so he left and then devised a plan with all his buddies where they made a deal, including the Anunnaki fallen demons. And then he turned around and then he went and invaded the Black and Moors planet and then turned some of the females and told them that now that they're his kids. That's what he told them, and they went with it. And then he turned around, because they put a drop of blood in him. And then he turned around, and then he said, I'm going to give you all this new place called Earth. Y'all can subdue this place. This place is yours. Everything on this planet, you need to name it. You need to own it. And they sent them there, right? And they fought us for all those 200 and something odd wars, more and more, Black and Moor war. What happened and put us in slavery, and we fought them and got out of slavery later on down the line. But they teach you a false history. And we ain't going to talk about how they came and they was to our planet spying on us, the Black and Moors, when they're sent by the devil daddy. And the Black and Moors sat up there and blocked back that message that y'all think that when y'all say land in the Bible, y'all think it means land when it means planet. That's right. And y'all think when it says wilderness in the Bible, besides certain spots, but the problem I'm talking about, it don't mean wilderness, it means deep space. So when they came back with that report saying we're bigger and badder than them, that we can't fuck with them, that we can't beat them, look like ants to them, they was talking about us being that big because the earth had better air and we were bigger, and even the freaking cockroaches was bigger than you at the size you at now. Even if you're at least 6 feet tall, the cockroaches were bigger than you. So think how big we was. And these Moors didn't have that type of air on their planet. So when they came here spying us, they gave that bad report to the devil about the land, which was this planet, and how these giants, which was us, and we weren't not really giants, which is bigger than we were, but they weren't called giants, they were still tiny. They were human. Because we are not human. I keep telling y'all, stop falling for that shit. That means sub-man. That means something that is a substitute. That is something not real. Something not original. That's what that means. But y'all want to call y'all something like old fool bap slapjacks and sit there and keep calling y'all out slaves, not realizing that that's not what y'all are. Because we are. And then when he punished them and made them be out in space, which is the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, and then sent them back, and they said, can we live here with y'all? We said, nah, y'all can have Africa. Get the fuck, y'all have Africa. Y'all go to Africa. We start being nice, all stupid, all being nice. But we're nice though sometimes. That's how we do, right? Because we're slow to anger. And we sat up there and we did that. And then they caused problems, so we nuked the shit out of Russia. I mean, not Russia, sorry, not Russia, Africa. That place in Africa now. That's why a lot of that place is sand. That Egypt over there is sand. We nuked the shit out of it. Huh? We got tired of this shit. And then eventually they came with more weapons and spells, which was that Bible you reading, because they remixed it. And that's why it's a coded book. And that's why most of y'all understand U7 YHWH and this and the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H-I-J-K, L-O-P, Q-F, until you read, you serve the whole alphabet because you ain't got no idea that words came from the devil. Because we weren't speaking language when they first came here. We were still telepathic. And that's one thing why they're also saying, oh, shit, we can't fuck with them. Let's play to be their friends first. Learn some of the shit they do. Let them teach us and then befriend them. Because even then, they didn't believe that their God, their daddy, their devil daddy could beat us. And eventually their double daddies did join the fight. They came on this earth. They was in the wars that we had against the Black and Moor wars. We weren't just fighting Black and Moors. We were fighting Nephilim giants and Anunnaki demons too. We still had our abilities before we went into slavery. They don't tell you all that though. This is why they keep on trying to say, eat this meat, eat that, take this pork. We weren't eating no meat at the time. The funny thing, it said meat. It didn't say pork in the book. It said meat. We won't eat no meat. Yep, the pastor wanted to tell you it was pork. We won't eat no meat. Eat this meat. We said, fuck no. They chop our head off. We didn't give a fuck. We all would die, just not eat the meat. Because we know that was when you start losing your abilities. Huh? Now you got to get yourself off the meat to regain your abilities. So we know he's doing good things, but we know the good thing is only just going to end up for a bad thing later on down the line, because you can't fly without both wings. And since both wings are being clipped and zipped, and you're going to have this new cat coming crown here called Elon, the AI robot, Devil Musk, in charge of the whole world. This one here man right here, the last Dawn, Donald Trump, Q, Cyrus, Harris, giving y'all what y'all want for the switching.
They offered me to come back for $39 million. In theory, it should be less than that, but you know. And when Biden came back, they came back for $500 million. He knew that you could have come back for $39 million. They wanted us back so badly, so we'll see what happens.
Mr. President,
Pretty sad to think of it. China pays $39 million, and we pay $500 million. And China's a bigger country.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Trump has made some very, I like it. I like what I'm seeing, right? And I think for a lot of people, it's a good news when you hear that America is pulling out from the WHO, the World Health Organization, and pulling out from the Paris Climate Agreement. However, there's a catch to all of this. There's a catch to all of this, and I'm going to make you understand something here. You have to understand, friends, is that we are in a time where the climate agenda came. There was a time when there was the climate protests came. Now remember that the climate protest took place when Greta Thunberg came. This was leading up to 2020. It was during the Trump first term administration. It was during the Trump administration that there was massive protest, and people were protesting saying, we want climate change, climate action, we want it now. What, you remember those chants, right? Where is it? What do we want? Climate, what was it? What do we want? Climate justice. Yeah, I remember now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it now? Okay, remember that? Okay, so the thing is, that happened during the Trump administration the first time. However, in the first time, remember that Trump also had pulled America from the Paris Climate Agreement, right? But there was still an overwhelming majority of people who did not agree with the climate movement. They did not agree that climate laws should be enacted. They didn't agree with that. So you had a movement that came. And then after that movement, then...
Tell me how that just happened. That was a glitch of the Matrix. I know y'all just seen that. All right, but let's go ahead and just say this. Hold on, let's jump back one. I want y'all to head up if I even say what I'm going to say.
Climate law should be enacted. They didn't agree with that.
Okay. They didn't agree with it. Do y'all know, just so y'all know, in case y'all don't know, that there are a whole lot of people, surprisingly, this shocks me too, that voted for Trump, that are mad about the fact they took him out that agreement. But the majority of the people that voted for Trump wanted to get out the agreement because they could see what you can see. They can see what I can see. They can see what is out there. They can see that agreement is a trick to so they can say, eventually you got to do this. There's this out, so you got to do that. There's this out, so you got to take this. Let me come stick you with that. You know what I'm talking about. I gotta speak in code, y'all.
So you had a movement that came. And then after that movement, Then you had COVID. COVID came in. COVID came in as Trump was still in power, but he was.
Now for YouTube, this is just for teaching. This is another person's video. I'm not the one talking about that. Well, I'll say this. It's because I'm not the one saying that name that he's saying. So don't ban my fucking video because he said that name. All right. Y'all did what y'all did. I'm just gonna be quiet because I already know y'all like to get rid of motherfuckers, take shit down off motherfuckers' channels. And if I was to talk about it, I wouldn't come straight out and say it, and you wouldn't know what I was even talking about. Nor could you take it down because I would not use the words that you're talking about to do it. And since Trump's supposed to be in office now, there's supposed to be free speech back, you shouldn't be taking this down anyway. But yeah, I speak in code. I'm not like I don't talk about it. I speak in code about it. So this way you can't sit there and take it down. I'm just not come out and say it like that brother did. But I'm not the one that said that. So you can't take my video down. This is for teaching purposes only. And this right here is news. He's reporting news about what happened. He's actually reporting facts, what happened before Trump got in office, after office, and so forth. So he's not even saying anything bad.
Is now transitioning to leave. You understand what I'm saying? And that happened very briefly during the Trump administration also. Now here's the thing. Right now, with everything that's going on with the Trump administration, the return of Trump in the White House, he is pulling America out from the WHO, the World Health Organization, and he's also pulling America out from the Paris Climate Agreement. But I want you to understand now the catch. All right?
The World Organization is the ones that has more control. These two places together that Trump took you out of has more control than other things. And he also shut down the federal government to submit all of the stuff. They got to submit, technical control for them, having folks investigate them, and having a whole other separate entity uniform all together that will make sure that they do their job right and investigate all their work from here on out, which means he took their power away. He took all their power away. But when these diseases come, you heard it here first, a whole lot of people are going to beg to be put back underneath the thumb. And Trump is just going to be like Trump, like President Harris. He going to sit up there, and Harris the Great, not the female Harris. Peace and love, brother. Peace and love, family. He's going to sit there and say, yeah, that's what y'all want. I give y'all what you want. Hey, how you doing, family? I'm going to call you a little bit later. It's a little busy and stuff. A little under the weather, but so boom. And then y'all going to be back underneath that thumb. The minute Trump, because Trump already freed up the land, our lands, if you didn't know. Trump already acknowledged our people we went through. By law, signed it if you didn't know. The only thing he didn't do was sign that we have the right to be sovereign. And you do actually have the right to be sovereign in this country. You just got to go through a lot of shit. But as far as he's talking about, like, they just give it to you, you ain't got to go through nothing. That's one thing he hasn't done yet. And all these countries are going to follow suit, just like, Mexico followed suit and said they're giving these people their land back. They're going to have sovereignty. They're going to govern themselves. They're going to have their own governments, their own countries. We're no longer going to be over these people. The blacks were here first. That's what she said, right? Now, we know this is their language, their terms they're using, but you know what? You know the point that is getting across, right? So he's going to turn around and say the same thing. He already did two actions. Now he's going to come out and say it. And when he does say it, as he's stepping out of office, Elon, the AI robot, Devil Musk, is going to tell y'all, psych, everything he said, I told him to do was only for me to take it from you, because in the book, I made sure that was in that book that the king would work a deal out with Israel. Although we know that name's pagan, we know that name is referred to us. That actually it should have said the original people, because that's they use trick words. You know that word's a pagan word. All right, and he gonna say, well, I'm not making a deal with the Israelites now. I changed my mind. The government. Here's one thing I need y'all to understand: the government takes on the personality of the devil. The devil always is good for bait and switch. The devil used bait and switch in a lot of things. And sales. Now, I know this for a fact because I did sales for a long time. I was very good at it. I had my own marketing firms and everything. You always have the bait and switch. The bait and switch is I think it's a dirty tactic, to be honest with you. It's a dirty tactic. But the bait and switch, now I work for companies that were good marketing firms and for who were bad marketing firms. I worked for car dealerships way in the past, so I know the dirty tricks. I know what ain't dirty tricks. But the bait and switch is the dirty trick. All right? Let me clear this file for folks who worked at marketing firms. There's one thing for you to go to somebody's house and low electricity and then tell them to cancel it after 2 years because it'll go up. You get a discount for 2 years and it goes back in the hands, and the resource has the right to pay electricity bill, raise it up. That's okay to tell them the truth. Okay? It's okay for you to say the bill goes up month to month and they don't make electricity. They actually buy from other companies and they actually charge you more because they do. You're telling the truth. And then you could tell them, yeah, here's a company that they get it from. You don't have to go through Eversource, but you're going to keep Eversource, but you're going to get the discount, and Eversource can't stop you. But you got to cancel in 2 years because Eversource will hike it back up. Yeah, it's okay to say that. But if you just go up there and say, oh, Eversource going to go way up, way up. The truth is it goes up. We don't know how much it goes up or down. A lot of times it does go up, though. So you can say it's going to go up, but it's guaranteed to go up. After a while, it could next month. It might not. It might go down, or it might go way up. But for you to try to overdo shit, or the bait and switch, or if you go to a car dealership and you came there for a Nissan Altima, and they tell you that you need to get a Nissan fucking what's that, Sentra? Because this fits your payments and stuff like that. That's the bait and switch. So what is Trump doing? The bait and switch. Give you the total package. Let me give you all the juice. Let me give you everything you asked for. All right? Let me prime it up. Let me shine it up real nice for you. And after I shine up real nice for you, the shiny brand new car, get it detailed for you, make it look good. This is everything you asked for, the total package. Let me hand it to the salesperson. Matter of fact, no. Let's actually get this in correct term, because Trump is a salesperson. Let me hand it to the GM that runs the building, AI robot Elon Demon Musk, as he steps in office. And if he don't own it, it's not my fault. Because the government takes over the personality of the demon. You see? So essentially, when you see Trump and all these other guys, you actually, because they're not human if you don't know. And they're definitely not us. All right. But they're not even human. So that's saying a lot. That's worse. They're worse than humans. That's bad. That's super bad. And we know what the humans did. We getting out of the situation the humans put us in. And yet they had help from these other things, which are not human. They're worse than humans. All right? But if the government takes over the personality of the devil, that means what is in office must be devils, which means that the devils can only do what the devils do. Even when the devils try to do good, it must turn out bad. So that means even if the devil has the want to do good, he can't do good. This means that if Trump even has good intentions, his good intentions at the very end will not be good for you. Will it be good for a year, 2, 3? Yeah, sure. Maybe just awesome. You might be thinking, man, we in heaven. Free at last. The dream of Martin Luther King. You might be thinking that old bullshit. And the 4th year, Trump's getting out of office. Bada boom, bada bing. There goes the swing, bait and switch with Elon Musk, the old AI robot devil. He gonna say, psych a mic. I got you. Trump said this, veto that. I'm the one that told him that. I takes it away. I's in charge. I's the boss now. I runs the show. Federal government has no power. I took it away. I told Trump how to do it. Your government has no control. Y'all jump back into the government of the thumb right? That now I control. I let Trump take you out of it because I knew y'all begged to come back in it as soon as I put them diseases on. Watch.
I believe that Trump is going to give the people what they want, even like King Herod gave the people what they wanted. You see what I'm saying? I see Trump as the people's president who is going to give the people the desires of their hearts. Whether it be good or whether it be evil, he will give it to the people according to we the people. Let it so be given unto them, right? This is what I'm seeing, the characteristics of what I'm seeing Trump's government is doing. Now, what I'm seeing is the following. There's a group of people who are already prepared to lead the world through another protest for the sake of climate laws. Now, do you think that because America is withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement, do you think all of a sudden that this is going to solve America's problems? Is this going to solve the problems of the world in which people are facing the strange weather patterns, strange sicknesses, all these things? Do you think that all of that's going to go away? Remember that the quote-unquote experts are blaming climate change for rising diseases, rising strange weather patterns. Now, I just heard recently there are certain states that began to have all of a sudden snow, and they normally don't get snow. Now, I do believe that mankind has a technology. They do have. America owns this weapons facility. DARPA, they have weather. What you have is pretty much there's weather modification weapons that they have. It is possible for the people to be able to cause the weather to change patterns. They do have these things. The technology exists there. All right, we can do a separate video for that. But you should all search up DARPA, and you'll find.
Now, that book y'all read called the Bible, there's some things that are true in there. The Bible talks about how different, and I'm only going to now when it got to be deciphered out of sight for you, but when it's actually right verbatim, I'll tell you verbatim. There's a scripture here that and some of you can post scripture on there if you want to. The specific scripture is that in different places, I'm going to say it plain and simple. I'm not going to use all those fancy words. That would have been sunny all the time like Florida would start having crazy weather besides hurricanes and tornadoes. Well, do you know that it snowed down there? There's folks on radio shows that were making jokes with their buddies that live in Florida saying, I peeped it, man. Y'all got snow down there. He said, this is the first time, and you can look this up. I don't be telling y'all no bullshit. That I seen alligators. He said this is the first time I seen alligators frozen in the water. Florida got so cold and it snowed so bad and froze over to the point that the alligators in Florida, this is what they're saying. On certain parts of Florida, I'm not sure where it's at. I should have freaking paid more attention. But he was saying that the alligators are literally frozen in certain parts of Florida in the water. They're frozen to death. The water's frozen and they're frozen. They just there. Now that's biblical. How they doing it? CERN, HARP. So yeah, they can put some of their prophecies in there. The key word there, prophecies in there, because they stole some of our technology, backwards engineer it, such as HARP and CERN, because it was used for good and now it's used for bad to control the weather. There's no reason there should never be no snow. It should always be hot every day. It should only rain when we need it. And it don't need to rain. We had it where the sun was out all the time. When this is when we was in charge of this place and before anybody interrupted it and invaded. It was sunny all the time, but it drizzled like a misty. like in the morning mist. And it was all that 24/7. There was no dark. There was no night. They took this thing and gave you snow, hurricanes, tornadoes. And now they're going to amp it up. They're going to ramp it up because you didn't do what they wanted. Y'all wasn't the majority got down with the get down, but they wanted the woke to get down with the get down, and the woke wouldn't get down with the get down. So they got to go harder to try to make the woke get down with the get down, the get along game. The woke is going to say no, and they going to run it back with the, oh, here's this. Oh, here's that. Oh, here's this. Oh, here's that. Oh, man, folks are down all over the place, but they're going to make sure they get some good ones, some real good ones out, better than the last couple ones they came out with. This is why they're talking about disease X. We don't know what disease X is. We don't know where it comes from. We don't even know what type of stuff it does or what's it going to do. But one thing we do know, this is what they say verbatim, it's going to kill a lot of people. It's going to be dangerous. We're going to have to do something about it. It's going to be an emergency. So this disease X potentially, now we know what the X stands for. For folks who are woke, you know what that stands for. We know that's cap. But they just say diseases they making up. But their disease X is going to be multiple diseases. It ain't going to be one disease. It's going to be 15, 20 diseases. And they going to sit up there and people really going to be dying left and right. And then you going to believe that, oh, shit, Trump took us out of this and took us out of that and took us out of this, because he did. But Trump don't control the CDC. Trump is not going to control the people that make the diseases. So, but you're going to think, well, you may not think it, but most folks are going to think that the CDC is out of commission. No, they not. And then since there's no CDC on the news telling you got to do this and you got to do that, now you're going to think these diseases are actually real, because they are going to be real, but you're going to think that diseases are coming from natural things. This is biblical, is what you're going to think. You're going to think this is prophecy when they're making their prophecy happen. And as they make their prophecy happen with all these diseases, people, not you, but people going to run to Trump. Please put us down with the program again. I know we said we want it to be freeze. I know we said that we wanted to be out of the thumb of the government. I know we said all this stuff, but we changed our mind. Please. And Trump gonna say, okay, just like King Harris, this is what you want, here you go. See, King Cyrus is giving you what you want to set you up for the trick, the bait. What the bait is that diseases that he don't control CDC, and they gonna do what they want. He knows this. And when they push it out, now y'all beg for him to put y'all underneath the stuff. And then when he push underneath the stuff, now when they get Elon Musk AI robot, and now he has full control to tell you that you have to. And Elon Musk has a whole army of AI robots that serve him. You didn't know that, did you? And he could put them on the streets to sit there and say, go door to door, and snatch up anybody who don't want to do what I told them. They don't want to go to church on Sundays. They don't want to go to church on Saturdays. They don't want to have my Sabbath day, which is for the devil from the get-go that they didn't know about, but now we're enforcing that shit. We got them thinking this and that from that Bible, right? Y'all be calling him the Antichrist, not realizing the Antichrist has been in front of y'all faces the whole time, because each and every single last one of them is an Antichrist that's in that government. And at that point, ain't going to be no freedom of speech once Elon Musk's AI robot gets in there. Ain't going to be none of that stuff. Because Harris is going to give you what you want. Trump is going to give you what you want. Cyrus is setting it up. King Cyrus, that's what they comparing Trump to. Cyrus and Harris, and King Harris is setting you up so that Harris can give you what you want. Because they have multiple characters, and he's all three characters in one. He's Q, he's traveling Q, He's the last Trump. He's the last Don. He's King Harris. He's King Cyrus, as an Osiris that freed the black people from Egypt. In other words, conquered that land and said, let these people go. Y'all don't hear me.
That they do have a program that is meant for weather modification. In fact, if weather modification is not real, then you'd have to find out. Then you need to answer as to why the government actually has within its bills. There are bills that actually also give restrictions to weather modifications. That is there within the Canadian government, and I believe American government also has that. And also, you have to give an account if you believe that weather modification is not real. Then you need to give an account and explain why does the government have the programs called cloud seeding? You need to ask, why do they spray the skies? It's not regular contrails. So the main thing I'm trying to get you to understand is the following: is that just because America is pulling out from the Paris Climate Agreement, it doesn't mean that things are going to get better. In fact, it's going to be the opposite. What you're going to see now is a rise in strange weather patterns. It's going to be even much more worse. That you're going to be seeing a lot more diseases, a lot more, strange events that's going to happen. You're going to hear drought here, drought there. And remember what Trump said during his inauguration, his speech, is he's saying, we're going to drill, baby, drill. Yes? So now the people who...
Not only will you see bad weather, worse than what you've seen, unlike ever before, but you're going to see all these crazy diseases like ever before, like you ain't never seen. And that's when you're going to see the majority of some of the folks who are woke who will fall back to sleep. Because they're going to make everything nice and smooth for three years, almost 4 years, except it's going to be rough, fucked up weather and more diseases every year. And people dying every year. And this is me wearing the Saints out, You're going to wear the Saints out, right? Yeah, because some of y'all going to fall down at y'all and say, Master! And that's when they got you.
Who are the elitists who are behind what's it called, like the weather modification technologies? Do you think that they're gonna slow down? No, they're going to amplify the attacks on strange on the climate, and also upon like biological bioweapons, biological warfare will be declared upon the whole world. And
yes, it will. Yeah, he gonna deport a whole lot of people to free up these jobs, so y'all can get all these jobs back for the folks who ain't working and get better jobs. Yeah, he's sure gonna do that because he wants a smooth sailing for 2-3 years as they keep on destroying the planet, because the Anunnaki demons are behind us. And as they destroy the planet with these weather machines your government got, okay, as Trump plays nice and acts like he don't know what's going on, and they report on the news like they don't know what's going on, right? And the weather gets even worse and more tragedy, more houses get burnt down, all this stuff, housing market. Yeah, he made it cheaper for y'all to buy houses, but that's okay. You buy the house and they go ahead and they burn that house down. And then you sit up there, oh, please. Your cousin, somebody gets sick from one of these diseases, they can create probably 12, 7, 9 time how many diseases they're gonna create. Because they upset now. They didn't get what they want, so they gotta amp it up now. They're gonna go ham since they ham, right? They're gonna go, more ham, whatever saying to me. They're gonna go crazy with it, right? Yeah. And then some of y'all gonna say, Master. And that's when they got you. Trump is going to look like the person who's the only good thing. And his government's going to look like a good thing. And as he's freed y'all away from the government, because he literally freed y'all from the government, y'all, from all the stuff they could do to y'all that was illegal anyway. As he throws folks in jail for doing the shit to y'all and replace them with folks who's going to do the same shit to y'all after y'all say master. After 3.5 years, as they about to slide AI robot Muskin, and y'all scream master. And then he sits there and says, okay, I'll put you back underneath the thumb. Y'all said y'all didn't want to be underneath because y'all asking for it. So I'm going to do like Harrison, give it to you. And then there goes the trick that the other character he plays, Cyrus, to make sure his seed still gets the power, is played on you. AI robot must have gonna step in and rule the world and tell everybody y'all got to take his brain chip. Because the AI robot wants to control y'all with that chip. Because Elon Musk is indeed an AI robot that has an AI army. And that's why they showed you these movies, iRobot.
And what you're going to be seeing then is that there's going to be a flood of people who are going to say, hey, we made a big mistake. We should not have pulled out from the Paris Climate Agreement. We should not have pulled out. We should have stayed. And they are going to plead for President Trump to put America back onto the Paris Climate Agreement. They're gonna plead for it, and Trump is gonna give them what they want. Essentially, the world was not ready. The world was not ready to receive climate laws. Neither are the inhabitants of the world ready to receive any form of stringent control. So what the people are gonna be doing is they're going to continue to bring these things upon you. You're going to be seeing a lot more crises, a lot more troubles are going to come upon America and upon the whole world. And the people are going to say, you know what? It's because we withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, and we also withdrew from the WHO. Now we are getting all these attacks and no experts to really recommend to us what we should be doing, because the WHO is the overseeing body over all these different calamities. So now what you have is a perfect storm that is being brewed for the people of the whole world. My brothers and sisters, don't get too comfortable. Right now, it seems people are saying peace and safety. Trump has come. Peace is coming to the world. Peace in the Middle East. Peace in America. Peace, peace, peace. But remember what the Bible says. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, just like that, lights out. It's gonna be quick, just like that. You're not gonna see it coming. How do we know this? Remember that during the Trump administration, the first time Trump was president, remember that COVID happened overnight. It came quickly. And within just brief days, boom, let's go ahead and do the 2 week, what is it? What did they put? They said the 2 weeks or the 14-day quarantine, and then they kept pushing it. And before you know it, there was a lockdown that took place and nobody could be able to leave. I'm trying to tell you, friends, don't get too excited and to think, this is it, oh, peace has come. Remember. It's going to appear as though peace has come. It's going to appear as though prosperity has come. It's going to appear that everything is looking good, but just make sure that you don't fall asleep. Because if you fall asleep, just like that, it's going to happen and it's going to take you off like a storm. So make sure that you are fully aware. So here's what you need to gather from everything that I'm just saying right now. What we're seeing right now is that America and the whole world is actually being prepared so that they can be able to be the ones to plead for these drastic changes to be brought upon them. And they will be the ones to say, put us back to these things. We need climate laws. We need these. We need that. And Trump, being the man that he is, the president of the people, he will give the people their heart's desires. It's all written down. Remember what happened to King Herod. Remember what happened to Yeshua, the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, Herod said, what do you want me to do? Well, not exactly in these words.
Now, I know we don't believe in that and no names and all that stuff. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. Okay? What he's basically saying is that That storyline, supposedly, there was a good guy, even though there was many good guys. So we're going to get into that. All right. And they decided to kill a good guy instead of killing the thief and the murderer who killed plenty of people. They decided to let the murderer free. And they wanted to kill a supposedly good guy. So that's what that storyline is. I'll skip a little further. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I see one jump off a line as soon as they said the name. Y'all know I don't be teaching no lies. Don't get mad. Listen, we don't believe in that Mr. J stuff. So, but I see one of y'all jump out as soon as that came on. Chew to me, spit out the bones, man.
So he said, you know what? And he washed his hands. And the people said, well, his blood be upon us and upon our children. All right, so be it. It's on you. His blood is upon your hands. Whether it be good or whether it be evil, according to the hearts of the people, it shall be granted unto them. You need to understand, friends, that in the midst of these protests, for you to not fall for deception, do not fall for any protest. Do not fall for any protest that you see. Don't join the protest. Don't jump on board and say, you know what, everybody's doing, let's go ahead and protest. In other words, even as it was during the first administration of Trump, even so, we are going to see it in this administration of Trump, in that we are going to be seeing Greta Thunberg come back all over again, and there will be a much greater protest for stringent climate laws. Why? It's because there's going to be more diseases, more viruses. There's going to be more calamities. There's going to be a lot more unusual weather patterns. There's going to be more famine around the world, more starvation, all kinds of things. Weather this, weather that, disease this, disease that. That is going to be amongst the things that are all going to be brought in together. And then they're going to say, you know what? See, we've been drilling. Trump's been drilling. And since the drilling's begun, all of a sudden, bam, everything is going through the roof. Everybody's going
Drilling for oil in the United States. The United States has more oil than any other country. And Trump is going back to drilling the United States oil reserves instead of buying it from foreign lands and spending a whole lot of money and saving the money so he can actually do better for the country. Because he has to play nice to trick y'all. You got to play nice to trick y'all. All right? And that's what he's going to do. He's going to play nice to trick y'all. And that's what he's doing. So, but they're going to say he's drilling and this was causing that. This is why everybody's getting sick. This new disease came out over here. Y'all drilling in way too many places. Now we got another disease. But the truth is, they'll be making that disease in the laboratory somewhere. Be way worse than any disease ever made. They'll be combining diseases to get what they want. Because what they want is for everybody to fall down and beg for them to be put back underneath the government's thumb. Remember, Cyrus is the one that freed the so-called black people from out of Egypt. But at the same time, Cyrus made sure that his seed gained power. Now, Trump and all his relatives, every president has ever been, are all related to each other. Trump is, Hillary Clinton is cousins of Trump. So is Obama. If you didn't know, they're not good guys. Trump is simply playing nice to trick you. That's all he's doing. This is what he's being told to do, just like Cyrus. Give them what they want. Free the people. He frees y'all like Cyrus. He can't say walk out the country because this is really our land, so he can't say that, right? He freed up a lot of land that you can go to, right? You have the right to be sovereign if you want to. They'll give you hell for it right now. And when he says it, a lot of y'all, when he finally says y'all can, a lot of y'all will do it. And as we all become sovereign in our own land, he's going to say, I got to hand it over to Elon Musk, the iRobot, because this is my fourth term and I'm the last Don, the last Trump, right? Because that's what he is in this play, this scheme they're playing. And like Harris, y'all going to beg to be under the government's thumb, his government's thumb, because he's taking down the old government, placing with a new government. That's what he's doing. He's making Federal Reserve shut down and give them all the evidence against them so he can lock them all up and replace them with a whole nother federal government that has already started doing, right? He's taken that government's power away and took y'all out of their thumb. Just so y'all can beg to be back underneath the government's thumb, which is going to be his government, which is ultimately Elon Musk, AI Robot's government. Remember, you heard it here first. So to the brother who said that Elon Musk is the Antichrist, we should use an attorney, that's not even the correct term, is the devil himself, or will be the one that will be in charge of the world government, you were right. You were spot on the money. You were spot on the money about that. He will. But Trump is the man. He's the last Dawn. He's the last Trump. He is also Cyrus, known as Osiris, who tricked the people by letting him free to make sure his seed still got power. He's also Harris, Harris the Great, who gives the people whatever they want, good or bad. So y'all asked for everything good. He's giving it to y'all. He took you underneath the government. He got rid of the federal government that was shitting on y'all. He's throwing motherfuckers in jail. He's not playing no games. He's not taking no punches. He's cleaning the house. He's going to make everything great again. But he's not going to stop the CDC. He's not going to stop HARP. He's not going to stop none of these things that's going to cause tragic weather worse than ever seen on this planet. He's not going to stop that. And when these diseases happen and this world keeps on going through all this craziness, because HARP's going to be causing crazy hurricanes, crazy tornadoes, crazy snow, places it ain't supposed to be, freeze overs, lights out, electric grids down, places it ain't supposed to happen. It's going to cause earthquakes, places that never seen it before. They're going to say we got to put in the special Sabbath worship, which is for the devil anyway, but now they're going to force y'all to do it. Why are they forcing y'all to do it? Because those that like me that knows that it's for the devil won't do it. So now they got to try to force y'all to do it. He's going to put that in law after his 3 years. He said he was. He promised it. You know what he's going to do. He's going to do everything he said he's going to do. He's going to do it. And then they'll start throwing y'all in jail for not going. But this is as he's handing over to the AI robot, Elon Musk, when this is going to be happening. You see? And as y'all beg to be back underneath the thumb of a government that you think is good, he's going to give you what you want, just like King the Great Harris, right? Because that's a piece of the character he's playing, right? And then as y'all go for it, he handed it right over to Elon, the AI robot Musk. And that's when Elon Musk tell you, since y'all underneath the thumb of his government, because y'all thought it was Trump's government, and since Trump gave him back the power that he gave Trump, that now y'all have no rights because y'all ass beneath him, which means that y'all need him to take care of you. And that means Uncle Sam, matter of fact, Uncle Sam's going to be dead. So we'll say Uncle Sam's cousin, Uncle Sam's brother, has the right to sit there and tell you that you now got to go to the hospital and take the jigger. Now you have to take whatever they tell you. You got to take the chip, Elon Musk, and the brain chip. You got to take the black goo. You got to take the chip in the hand. You got to become humanoid robots so that the AI robot, Elon Musk, the head devil, will get to control you and everything you do and hear your thoughts and know what you thinking, what you eating, how you moving. And if you even have the wrong thought, think wrong, speak wrong, think about speaking wrong, have an inkling of a bad thought that goes against anything that's against his agenda, it's lights out for you because he just tend to switch off and shut you off. And just so you know, all these computer chips, these Elon Musk chips, and the chip that they putting y'all from taking the you know what that I told many of y'all not to take. Some of y'all may have took it. Some of y'all may have not took it. Hopefully everybody here is not taking it. and did not take it, will not take anything, do anything they say. Because in those syringes, in those chips, besides all the stuff comes with it, all those chips are linked to the master computer that is in the Pentagon right now. And the master computer has been known as if they believe Satan is the computer. And they actually have called the computer Satan before they changed the name. Look it up. Now they call it something else. They were called Lucifer at 1.2. I beat those name, but look it up. They had to change the name because somebody was bitching about it. And they still got a telescope named Lucifer. So maybe some folks start bitching about that, and then they'll change that name. So y'all can think I'm crazy if y'all want to, but the fact is, one thing that you cannot deny about me, every single thing from back then to now that I told y'all was going to happen and gave y'all evidence that it would happen, gave people leaking stuff out, testimonies and dreams that was going to happen. Everything's been happening. I've been spot on. Peace and love. And credit to the brother who said Elon Musk is the guy that's going to be the world leader before I even realized it myself.